Okay, we're at the world champs here. This is Valgren on the attack. I feel he went a bit too early. I think if Valgren just waited, he would have won this. He has huge motor in this race today. And we have the guys about to catch him, the Frenchies, Italian, Spanish, and Canadian Michael Woods, Anna Philippe, Thibaut, Pinay, and Valgren about to rip his bottom bracket out of his bike. Big effort from Valgren today. I think probably the biggest effort in the race at the pointy end of the race. So we have, let's zoom in, this is a drone up here, the pigeon. So Valgren's really in the box. For me, his gearing, I think he's a cadence rider. I don't like how small his gearing is right now. I would like to see him have some more cadence like Bardet. If you watch Bardet was doing a real smooth in this climb. Have a watch with Bardet. So Valgren, for me, has the biggest motor in this bunch. But his cadence, he's grinding a bit too much here. He's grinding a bit too much and producing more fatigue metabolites than he has to. At the end of a 258k race, you want to have minimal fatigue metabolites. So he's really in the box. And these other guys are spinning easier gear. Look at Woods' gearing. Look at his knees pistoning up and down. Valgren's grinding a bit. So I'm not sure what size cassette he had, but I would say a 34 would have been ideal for this course because of that gap there. And Valgren, he's got punchy rider. But look at Woods' cadence. Woods' cadence just pistoning it. And Valgren, they're just grinding a bit off. And Valgren's got more power than all these guys. But these guys seem to have better cadence. They've got better cassette ratios in the back. So that's where Valgren's got the power. But this is a good example where cadence is too slow. Valgren's got too much power, but his cadence is not really helping it. Look at Woods' cadence. He's got big cassette in the back there. Moscon's there. Bardet, Valverde. Valverde is the pick. Look at his posture here. Woods' big spit means he's big hydrated. Blew out a big load there. He's well hydrated. So this is the end of the race. All these guys just pumped up, full of sugar, full of water. Moscon spinning in the saddle. Look at that cadence. Looks good. Moscon's front wheel's going all over the place. He's like just rolling into fucking man covers and stuff. Look at Moscon's all over the place. His front wheel is switching left and right. It's got, we call it the tramadol twitch. It is twitching everywhere. And you've got Valverde on the left looking for a Willunga hill stage with Gerrans and Big T. Big T's coming across. Big T's doing a paperboy on his TCR, delivering a local messengers, Davron Park style. And he's going to, will he bridge him up? We're not sure yet. That TCR there looks like a size large. And he's a big boy coat hanger. And he's going to bridge across there. Look at his cadence. And look at the guys. Look at Moscon's cadence. Moscon's got a good cadence. Valgren in the back there, the blue helmet, just grinding. 50 cadence, 40 cadence, just getting over that top. So he's not, Valgren's got the biggest legs here, which means he's got the most power, punchy power. But it's not getting utilised because his cadence is too low because of gear selection. Moscon's on the right, giving everything. Look at those big cassettes they're running. Fuck, they're running 34s, aren't they? Look at those big cassettes they're running. The new Shimano Durace derailleur can handle a 40 cassette. These guys are running big cassettes, looks like. Look at the cadence. They're not even grinding, are they? This front bunch, none of them grinding. Even Valverde, the old school grinder, isn't grinding. You know what I mean? Look at that. No coffee grinders here. Just spinning. Woods, spinning. That's a big cassette. Look at those fucking pizza cassettes in the back of their bike there. Moscon running the latest Durace and a lightweight wheel. That's definitely bigger than a 32 cassette. That's definitely bigger than a 32. And look at him. Woods giving everything. I think he's doing a 1 mile repeat. Bardet's doing it pretty easy, the Frenchie. And Valverde's in the saddle still. So is Moscon. He's getting at the back. Big T's coming across. He stopped doing his paperboy rounds. He realises the fastest line is a straight line. He's looking down at his watch. He's just pacing it. His mouth's half open. I would like to see his cadence better as well. These guys, this front bunch, their cassettes are good. What cassette size did Big T ride? Because it's not good enough. He's a spinner. He's a 105 cadence TT rider. He's not good enough to have these guys, these world champion riders, to have improper cassettes in the back when the front four guys are just riding away. High cadence. Look at the cadence of Bardet and Woods and Valverde. Valverde changed his cadence after Chris Froome dropped him one day. Look at the cadences there. Look at Bardet's cadence. Look at that. Valverde's like, come on, what are you doing? Like, just don't let Moscon get back on. And, looks like Bardet, his derailleur's fucked. His Di2 or something's not shifting right, so he did a manual shift, and he's going to go launch straight past these guys. This is a bit of a mistake here. I would say That Bardet should have just chilled a little bit, recovered, but he's going to go straight past him. He's going to attack straight past, which is a bad move because you got Valverde who can just pump it onto the back wheel, give it a quick squirt, rev up that e-bike motor and just jump straight on the wheel. Woods there, relatively a noob cyclist. All these guys have done 2 and under, except for Bardet. He's too busy eating French baguettes in January. So going for the pine trees here, we'll get that drone shot in a second. There we go, zoom it in. So they're going pretty slow. They're probably going under 20k an hour because there's a run alongside. So probably under 20k an hour, high cadence. So they've got some big mountain bike gearing on their bikes today, it looks like, based on their cadence at low speed. If someone's running alongside, they're not doing more than 20k an hour really. About to hit the second part of the climb. And we've got this lot of Spaniards up there on some Spanish shit and getting some good gains on the rice crackers. We're going to cruise up here for a lot of trees here. Watch out for the drop bears. And Woods takes a turn on the front, pulling turns. Yeah, no softy. This is definitely a hard cunts course. The world champs, probably the hardest worlds in a long time. 4,500 meters elevation gain. Let me clear my throat. Interesting, isn't it? Wow. And they're going to go for the descent here. Bardet just zooming it in, a bit of a twitchy move there. Was that a terminal twitch as well? The Frenchies don't dope. We know they are clean as a whistle. Clean as a snail's shell on a winter's day in heavy rain. That is the French philosophy. So we're going for the trees. We don't really see much. All the riders are still intact. Woods on the back in the woods, riding for the woods. Woods looking for his best performance ever at a big race, it looks like. And what's going to happen here? Who's going to take the win? My mate is in Valverde. Valverde knows tactically he needs to keep going because if Moscon's there, the Team Sky sprinter, the sprinter who's now turned into a climber, and he's going to look at Alaphilippe's gear. Look at his cassette. Look at that. Look at that pizza on the back of the bike, man. It's a low-fat vegan pizza cassette on the back of his bike. Look at that. Look at that big cassette. It's like a big pine cone pizza. It's huge. It's a huge, massive mountain bike cassette. These guys are on a mountain bike cassette. It's a 34 cassette. I remember when Shimano XTR was a 32. These guys were on 34 cassettes on their bike. Wow. Crazy. Never thought to see the day where pros are running mountain bike cranks. Mountain bike gear ratios on their bikes. It's amazing to see, isn't it? Fantastic cadence, all about the cadence, and going for that corner there. Just keep it upright, guys. Oof, keep it upright. This is where all the cornering ability is really, really important. Now Valverde's just launched it there. Oof, he's gapped Woods. Bardet's like, come on, Canadians, hold the fucking wheel. Big T's on the chase. He's like, these boys have stolen my papers. I've got more deliveries. Come back, you Frenchies. Come back, you Canucks, and come back, you Spanish, dude. Oh, Valverde's taking a risk, sitting on the top tube like that. Oof. Bit dodgy. Moscon's coming around. He's looking to do a bit of boxing. He's late for boxing training, and he's going to do some boxing if he catch up with these guys. Bit of a left-right good night to Valverde in the sprint, and they're coming down to this finish line here. Oh, look at this. This is wow, twisty. Anything could happen at any point. It's a front wheel blowout, untimely puncture, on the limit. That is the motto of a professional cyclist in 2018. On the absolute fucking limit. Alaphilippe almost clips the gutter, gives it a bit of a kiss with that front wheel. And we've got the Boston Woods again. This is a twisty downhill. Twisty downhill carbon rims after 258 Ks. Super lightweight bikes. This is where you need all the skill and ability because this is where the race is won and lost. You might have the best watts per kilo on the climb, but can you match it on the descent? Woods preferring to go onto the back wheel here through the woods and the downhill. Bardet's French hope on his shoulders going for it. Valverde's like, no, this skinny cunt ain't going to win me. Valverde's pulling a turn there on the front, probably doing 600 watts. Look at that big gap. That's a 700 watt attack there to be a bit of a gap. Valverde's putting it all on the line. 15 years on the podium. He's missed out for the win, top step. Today's going to be his day. How many times has Valverde been on the podium? God knows how many times. A long time. A long time customer of Dr. Fuentes. The vitamin B12 works a treat. And anyone who thinks that Valverde is the only one on vitamin B12 at this point of the field is a naive person who probably believes a carbon frame made in China for $300 is worthy of a €5,000 price tag. And anyway, so we have here down on the downhill. This is some serious hemoglobin right now we're seeing. In massive endurance to be able to do 700-800 watts after 260 Ks. Incredible human physiology here we're seeing. Incredible biochemistry. Valverde's on the pump. He doesn't want Moss come back. He doesn't want to have a fisticuff with the Italian, with the espresso, the hot-faced attempt espresso. So Valverde's just sitting on the front. The Spanish fly. Oh, those corners, they look smooth, don't they? Look a bit of fun. Through the back streets of Innsbruck in Australia there. This is Elizabeth North. Just come back from out from One Tree Hill. Oof, geez. Woods almost clips Valverde's front wheel. Jesus Christ. That was a sketchy manoeuvre. Almost shakes him out. The Spaniard is shaking his head at the Canadian. He's like, mate, that might work on a beaver, but it won't work on me. And Woods giving Bardet a bit of room. Woods going pretty casual on this downhill. Not trusting the Frenchie. Not trusting anybody. Just going within his own limits. We'll come up, look at this corner. Oh, Valverde ready. Bardet's looking really fresh. Bardet's cadence, immaculate. Woods really going for it like an amateur. Big T, looks like he overcut the corner. Bit lagging on the cadence there. Now he picked his cadence up, so he looked like he overcooked the corner because his cadence was a bit slow out of the corner. Wasn't a Robbie McEwen manoeuvre. Robbie McEwen always had the immaculate cadence out of every corner. The evergreen sprinter. Robbie McEwen, second in the world champs in 2002 in Zonda. And here we have the cadence of Woods, the cadence of Bardet, the cadence of Valverde. Cadence for the win. These guys look like they come out of a durianrider video. Spin to win. Cadence up. We're coming down for this finish sprint. Who's coming back? Oh my God, that's Big T on the back. Jesus Christ. Big T, Paperboy. He got rid of all his Sunday Mails. He got rid of all his Sydney Morning Heralds. He is lightweight. He is coming back on the descent. He's coming back on the flat. Big T, world time trial champion abilities, coming back to bring him back home. He's like, you cunts didn't pay your fucking paper subscription. You owe me Paperboy money. Come back, you stingy motherfuckers. And Big T is on it. He's flexing that TCR. He's going to have cracks in the bottom bracket by the end of this race. He is Big T-ing it all the way back in the big ring. In the big dog, Big T, chasing him back. He looks like an anemic anorexic, but he's not. He's got a hemoglobin of 250, and he's pushing out the 500 watts to bring him back. Look at that, 500 watts on the flat. He's doing something with his brake. He's probably cooked his pads. He's adjusting his pads because he's going to sprint these cunts so hard. He's going to need something to stop him at the finish line so he doesn't run into photographers, Kawasaki style. Oh, look at that. He's coming back. Oh, my God. That's a big move. Big T. Big T. Probably hasn't had sex for 2 weeks to hold his load in. No fap style from Big T. So maybe a little bit of swimmer, every bit of fructose to push those pedals over. And he's flexing at that high heel stiletto catwalk technique that Big T operates on. High seat height, low bars, slammed in the drops, looking back to see who's coming. No one's coming, Big T. Your Paperboy round is safe and secure. He's going to get on the back of these guys. Will he make it? Will he grab onto that red card in a Barley style and get a sling? No, I don't think he will. He's got that giant helmet on, he's got the giant wheels, he's got the giant bike, he's got the giant shoes even, potentially. And he's got that giant frame, the coat hanger frame, and he's mixed up in the leaders, the 4th place. He's not fully on the wheel yet. He's not sure what he's going to do. He's going to recover and recoup. He's not known for a sprinter, but he's a GC rider, he's a time trialist, and he's a climber. But can he outpunch the Valverde monster? Can he outpunch hemoglobin of 280? We'll find out in the sprint. Team NL, Team Dutch. The Dutchie, the Freg, the Spanish Fly, and the Beaver from Canada. Oh, and there's more riders coming back here. Who's that? There's Moscon. Moscon's still looking for a bar fight. He's still looking for a pub brawl. He hasn't found anyone on the course that was suitable. He sees 4 contenders up the road, and he wants to start a bit of biff. Moscon needs a bit of biff. He's coming for it. And these boys are foxing a bit. Valverde's leading him out. Valverde is confident. Bardet, he's got that high cadence. It looks still smooth. If there's one more climb to go, then Bardet would win it. Big T sends out a fake attack, fake move to get him started. Maybe he's cramping up. I'm not sure what he's doing. No, it looks like he's just foxing. Good move there, Big T. Good move. Big T wishes he had some papers to shove in the front wheel of Bardet. Maybe he sees Bardet as a threat. L'Equip. He needs a L'Equip in the back wheel or the front wheel. Whichever it's going to do. We've got a contender here on the left in the blue shirt. Team Sky Rider. Looks like Chris Froome on his holiday. Coming down from the Alps. Alright, so Bardet just clicked up the bow dials. mouth closed, tongue out, lizard style from Valverde. He's looking back. Woods is giving everything. Bardet looks fresh. Big T looks cooked. All right, so this race is going to be Bardet and Valverde based on physiological signs. Big T, hurt box. Bardet fresh. Valverde fresh. Looking over his shoulder, mouth shut. He's ready to roll. Valverde leads it out. He's like, fuck you, cunts. Today is my day. I'm winning it. I'm getting the threesome tonight. The podium girls, they were hot. I need some Austrian puss. And he's going to lead it out. Look at that. Oh, no one's coming around. Woods is trying, but nah. Bardet is going to get it. And here we go. Fresh, Frenchy. Good ride by Woods and the gang. Big T sits in there GC style. And Valverde. Boom. Boom. Wow. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Done and dusted. World Championships, men's. Hope you liked that commentary. Valverde sure did. He's ecstatic. He's like, durianrider, just commentated my first World Championship win with my Abas helmet and my Oakley jawbreakers in a white colour. Looks like I think actually they were Moscon's Oakleys, and he stole them off Moscon's face at the start of the climb, and that's why Moscon was so chasing so hard to try and get him back. All right, here we go. The Valgren is still on the front. Jeez, Valgren did a good ride, didn't he? Valgren did massive effort in there for 5th, 6th place. Wow. So I would say the strongest ride goes to Valgren. I would have liked to see Valgren have a bigger cassette on his bike, because it seemed like his power was capped by the gear ratio. He should have been spinning more. Valverde, very stoked. His 62 kilo frame easily picked up by his team manager, Bardet. Oof. First winner in 2nd place. Sorry, first loser in 2nd place. All the Spanish. Big cheers. Big cheers for... there's Jack Haig there. Good ride by him. Yes, it'll probably be a PR. There we go. That is done and dusted. 2018 Men's Road World Champs. They're doing a Spanish jig. George Bennett was up there as well. A lot of French guys. Spanish has already finished up. Who's getting there? He's getting a hug from Colombia. Is that Quintana? Jeez, a short little guy, isn't he? Valverde. I've ridden with Valverde a couple of times. Quite friendly. Loves the bike. Probably the greatest talent out there at the moment. Bardet is like, oh man, I had that. No Austrian puss for Bardet. He will be lucky to get a Tinder date tonight if he swiped right enough. That's what you get for not going too hard, not hard enough on the climb. Bardet could have gone a bit harder. Who we have here in the blue? That was Michael Woods. Michael Woods looking a little bit miffed. Mate, you should be happy. You're in star company. Don't expect too much too soon. That's Valverde, who just beat you. The best rider of his generation. Even better than Lance Armstrong, I'd say. Valverde is the evergreen. He's getting a good kiss there. Ooh, maybe Valverde isn't getting the Austrian blondes tonight. Maybe he's already got his Spanish lover there. Oof, where's that hand going? Where's that hand going? He's like, come in the change rooms. We'll get you some clean clothing. Nothing wrong about it at all. Nothing wrong about it at all, is there? Ooh, a bit of touchy, feely. So that's a sharp, clean fade. And that is the race there. Anyway, you've seen this as the highlights. I'm going to time out, tap out. Time for me to get my beauty sleep. Natasha is waiting patiently. And there you go. That is the aerial shot. Valverde, no chance. Woods sat up. Woods should have kept going. Woods should have kept going. What was he doing? What did he set up? Go all the way to the line. The race is not won. Not done until it crosses the line. So look at Woods just sitting up. Sitting up. In a minute. There we go. No, he's sitting up. He's sitting in the saddle, I should say. Sitting in the saddle. No. Out the saddle all the way. Out the saddle all the way. That's how you do it. That's how you win a sprint. Valverde. Hand on the bars. Bang. Oh, Bardet looks pissed, but he didn't try as hard as Valverde did. Valverde gave it everything, didn't he? Crossed the line. Bang. Woods probably could have got second if he didn't sit down. And Big T got in there at the last minute. I'm not sure what happened to Big T, why he missed the gap. But again, this is, probably the worst luck would be Big T for missing the break. Best rider performance, power-wise, I'd say by Valgren, if you look at his average watts. And smartest ride of the day was, unluckiest ride was Valverde. All right, gang. Time for me to go to sleep. I'll see you tomorrow. 8 Mum's house.